Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be discussing Rangers' win over Real Betis last night. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and it'll just help the channel out. Just get straight into this, guys. So if you've not seen it yet, the Rangers score was Real Betis 2, Rangers 3. Fantastic victory. Performance was brilliant as well. Defensively we were a little bit no great, to be honest with you, at certain times during the match, but I think in the second half we were a lot more organised, and that's down to Clement's tactics, which we'll talk about in a minute. So the first goal came from Sima, man who just kind of seemed to stop scoring for Rangers now. The ball comes, I can't remember who crossed it in to Dessers. It falls to Dessers' feet, and he kind of trips over the ball. It looks a wee bit clumsy as he manages to just about get the ball under control, and then he kind of just holds off the defender and lays it off to Sima. Sima runs in, belts the ball past the keeper. Very similar to the goal that he scored against St Mirren a couple of weeks ago, where he took it off the toes of Cantwell. A very similar finish that was. So we went 1-0 up. I can't remember exactly what time the goal came, but as soon as we did score, we looked very, very nervy at the back, very suspect, and I could tell a goal was coming, and it didn't take that long to arrive, to be honest with you, and a lot of it came down their left-hand side, which is our right. Tavernier and young McCausland were getting really exposed on that left-hand side. It's something that I'll touch on later on in the video, but yeah, wasn't a great defending. So their equaliser, it came down that right hand side, well, our right hand side. It was kind of like a long ball over the top. Tavernier headed it back the way, and he didn't get much on the clearance. McCausland wasn't really tracking his man. They played a quick 1-2. The football was actually really good, to be honest. I can't really fault, well, I can fault the defending, but to be honest, the passing was fantastic. It was a great passing move. And it ended up with them scoring from a really quite a cute angle. Actually, it was quite a nice wee finish. Not really much Jack Butland can do about it. He was kind of exposed by his defence on the right hand side there. But yeah, it was disappointing. So we went back in front again, 2-1, and it was Cyril Dessers this time. Couldn't really believe what I was seeing, to be honest. It's a long ball, not a long ball, sorry, but a ball down the left hand side to him, and he takes it about midway into their half, and he just keeps driving forward with it, gets to their right back, or it might have been the right centre back or whatever, the defender on the right side anyway, and he goes to cut one way, he goes right, then he goes left, and then he puts it on his right foot and slots it underneath the goalkeeper, right through his legs. Fantastic finish. But I can't speak highly enough of how Dessers did to get away from the defender in that move, and a tidy wee finish with a cheeky wee nutmeg as well past the goalkeeper. So I thought it was fantastic. Great for Dessers as well, because his confidence hasn't been that good. He gets pelters from a lot of our supporters. I've given him pelters as well, but I've also kind of bigged him up on this channel as well. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I've always said that he has got something in him. We don't see it very often. I think he's a confidence player as well, though. He needs that confidence to be able to produce that. But he has scored a good couple of goals now. I think there's about 6 or 7 goals he's scored this season, so he is getting there. He's not a 30-40 goal a season striker. And once we went to 2-1, it kind of reverted back to how it was. Real Betis very dominant on the ball. Their passing and moving was fantastic, and you did sense a goal was coming. I even said that in the group chat or on the WhatsApp, that you could sense a goal was coming, and we needed half time. We didn't quite get to half time with Thut conceding, and this again is really poor defending, but they kind of cut us open again. Like they were driving forward again, doing that right hand side. Tav takes up the position. He probably should take at least 3 or 4 steps to his right hand side to cover, but once he doesn't do that, McCausland's got to get back and cover that area as well. He doesn't cover his selling glory here at all. No blaming the lad, he's a young laddie, he'll learn from his mistakes, but I think in the 2 goals, McCausland probably could have been tracking back a lot more. Pretty much like what Sima was doing on the other side, he covered Barisic quite a lot and did really well. Driving forward, Tav leaves his man. There's a spare man on their left, and the guy's just basically waiting to get sent through. The pass eventually comes, and the guy scores again from a decent angle. It was a real good finish, actually. Again, not really much Jack Butland can do about it, and it's 2-2 and we go in at half time. So as I said, I thought McCausland was struggling a bit, and it would have been easy for Clement to just take him off, but I think that would have damaged his confidence. I was having a wee debate in the WhatsApp again about what we could do. I was thinking potentially swap him over to the left so he's not as exposed on that side, but that wasn't the answer that Clement came up with. He was actually, what he did was he took Cifuentes off, so who believe it or not actually played really well up until that point. I thought it was him that set up Dessers, by the way, so he got the assist. So Cifuentes went off and on came Sterling in the middle of the park, and I thought it was a fantastic substitution. It meant Sterling, who obviously is a right back as well, did that Ryan Jack role, which Ryan Jack does very, very well, where he can play in the middle, operate there, but he gets the space to, when Tavernier goes forward or McCausland goes forward, he'll drop into that space, and he did that time and time again. I thought Sterling had a fantastic performance, but take nothing away from Cifuentes either. I thought he played really well before he went off. It was just a tactical change. The next tactical change we made was probably one that won us the game, to be honest with you. Dessers had run his race after about 60 odd minutes. He had played well in the game, got his goal and worked tirelessly, but he's the type of player, his fitness isn't great. He's not going to last 90 minutes. So on came Roof, and Matondo came on, I think it was for McCausland later on, to give them that little bit of legs on that side as well. And Roof was the man that managed to come up with the winner. I can't exactly remember how this happened, but it came to the back post, I think, and Goldson, it was, knocked it back, and took a couple of ricochets off a couple of players, and it fell to Roof. Roof on a half spin. He pounced on it, turned quickly and put it into the net. Really opportunist goal from what I still believe is the best finisher at the club. Well done, Roof, to get that goal and to get us through. So yeah, we got ourselves in front, and this time we managed to keep it. There was a couple of nervy moments right towards the end of the game, and a lot of that was down to our game management. I think it was Matondo, and I can't remember the other one. We had chances to maybe just run it into the corner, and we didn't quite do that. We were taking shots, we were trying long passes and stuff, and it just wasn't something that you should be doing at that stage of the game. We should have just run it into the corner and run down the clock, but we didn't quite do that, so it became really nervous towards the end of the game, but we managed to stay there and get ourselves through top of the group, which is fantastic. We'll avoid some of the bigger teams for the Champions League who come down. As all round a great night for us, fantastic. So a couple of performances I wanted to talk about. Barisic, I thought it was fantastic. Jack Butland again, it kind of just goes without saying now, particularly in the European games. He's taken over where McGregor left off. He's fantastic, and he just played really, really well. As I said, Cifuentes I thought was really good when he came up. Lundstrom, he's becoming a mainstay in the team. Lundstrom, I think ever since Clement came in, Lundstrom's been absolutely fantastic in the middle of the park, and Jack's going to have a job in his hands to get back into the team if Lundstrom keeps playing the way he is. Dessers had a fantastic match, as I've said. McCausland going forward was good. As I said, he did struggle in the first half with him doing the left hand side, but I think once the tactical change was made at half time, he felt a lot more comfortable, and even in that first half, going forward wasn't the issue for him. It was tracking back that was the issue, and as I say, I'm not having a go at the guy. He's a 20-year-old laddie, and he will learn from it. And the other one I have to mention is Sima. Sima is just fantastic. A lot of people going on about, obviously since Danilo's out, we're going to have to go out and spend money on a goal scorer, we're going to have to get Shankland or Miovski or whoever it is, bring Morelos back. That's been talked about. But I think the main priority for Rangers is to secure Sima. I really do. I know we still need extra cover in January because of Danilo's injury, but I think the main priority for Rangers is to spend money and get Sima in as a full-time player, because I think he's fantastic. So yeah, that's the video done, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.